Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law, and through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 Million Challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video we looked at ticker symbol LKCO, stock update on that one. There was some positive breaking news in terms of an agreement with Microsoft, so please refer back to the previous video for a stock update on ticker symbol LKCO, Lucon Technology. So for the benefit of those who do not know, in terms of our $1 Million Challenge, we can see on the screen here, this is a journey from an investment of $1,000 to $1 million over a period of 3 years. We've just completed very successfully our 6th week, and on the screen here I've now shared with you the area on our Discord which for the $1 Million Challenge includes FAQs, agreement, we have a chat section, we have the stock spreadsheet section, a share your buy section, king alerts section, queen alert section, and a leaderboard and update section. So the king and queen alert is something you will find out in terms of improved strategy for the challenge, but basically it's looking at 201 trades with an average return of 3.5% in each trade, taking into account losses as well. So we have a spreadsheet with low risk stocks, a growing Discord community now well in excess of 300 people working together as a team, sharing due diligence, trading tips, entry prices, and also technical analysis. So details in description below if you want to join us on this journey from $1,000 to $1 million in our $1 Million Challenge. Before we start today's stock analysis, quick update on ticker symbol MMAT, and it's an update in terms of short interest. So on the screen here you can see that we've just had a recent tweet from Ihor, and on the screen here he's sharing a comparison through a chart of the share price for ticker symbol MMAT together with looking at the short interest shares. So we can see the green line on the screen is the short interest shares, and the golden line is representing the price. So we can see a crossing over in terms of short interest around about the 29th of August, where the short interest was higher, and then we can see around about the 7th or 8th of September the share price was in excess of the short interest. So let's have a look at the data involved. So according to Ihor, the short interest is $143 million. Just in excess of 28 million shares are shorted, and that's 11.8% of short interest of the float. We have 10.56% S3 SI float, 5% fee. Short shares have been shorted up to 1 million shares worth around about $7 million, 5.3% over the last week. So the shorts are up approximately $69 million according to Ihor. 2021 mark-to-market profits including a negative $2 million on today's 1.35% positive move. So certainly seems as though Ihor is still bullish on a potential squeeze for MMAT. So as investors we are still waiting for this to happen. So again we will wait in anticipation and monitor the data going forward. Today's stock analysis is for ticker symbol ILUS. This is a stock that is being featured for the first time on the channel. So shout out to one of the Discord members here who did introduce this stock a while ago, and what he said here is hoping to keep this for at least 6 months. He also expects this to be uplisted onto the Nasdaq in the near term, and he's been holding this stock since 0.005 cents for the past 2 months, and he certainly seems to think it has a promising future. So let's make a start by having a look at, first of all, the website. So let's start by having a look at the About Us page on the website. So I'm just going to summarize some of the key headings from here. So first of all, ILUS International is a public investment company operating out of New York, London and Dubai, and it focuses on adding shareholder value through innovation and growth. So the key word that attracts my attention there is innovation. So this certainly indicates the company is looking to be forward looking. So the vision has evolved in line with technology and manufacturing sectors. They are primarily focusing on emergency services, safety related technologies, response vehicles. Also they have an aspect of looking at electric utility vehicles, specialist vehicle conversions, disruptive firefighting equipment, wearable technology and related software solutions. So certainly looks very promising so far. They're also saying they have a proven record of acquiring carefully selected business that are appropriate to their vision, and they're aiming to complete further acquisitions of companies which possess innovative and disruptive technology. And this is the important thing here. They are currently achieving revenue of between $1 and $10 million. So in terms of completed acquisitions, these are going to be identified shortly here, and this is something the company is saying is happening each quarter. So good news there. The company is rapidly increasing global expansion, so that indicates that they're going to be hoping to expand into further countries, possibly in Europe and possibly maybe into Canada and Australia. So we'll find out shortly with regard to expansion. So the good news here from a shareholder point of view, they've also said they're looking to add shareholder value, develop and grow with companies which transform their respective industries. So let's now have a look at 3 companies they've identified here on the website in terms of some of their acquisitions. So we can see here, first of all, we have eRaptor, and this company is claiming that this is the first and only electric 6-wheel utility vehicle for use in multiple commercial applications. So again, this certainly seems to have huge potential worldwide. Then we have another company here acquired, which is FB Technologies, and this is a company focused on developing and manufacturing specialist technology equipment primarily for emergency services, as just been noted before. And the third one of note here is a company called Firebug. This one manufactures firefighting equipment, emergency equipment centered around disruptive and patented water mist technology, and the technology delivers increased firefighter safety combined with reduced water consumption. So the one word that did grab my attention there was patented water mist technology. So that's a good thing because it gives the company protection over their revenue, and it also makes sure that nobody else can copy their technology. So they certainly have exclusivity when it comes to this patent. Let's now have a look at some breaking news. This is reported from the Globe Newswire on the 17th of September 2021, and the headline here is ILUS International provides an update on the current European acquisition, which it is in the process of completing. So again, as we've just seen on the website, they did state they're looking to complete more acquisitions, and the good news here on this breaking news, they are announcing an acquisition here for Europe. One thing I'd like to point out in terms of this stock, it is trading on the OTC and not available on many of the mainstream platforms such as Trading 212. Highly unlikely it's also available on Robinhood or Webull, but certainly if you have some other brokers, that it's certainly a stock I think is worth putting onto your watch list. So let's now catch up with the rest of this breaking news. So we can see on the screen here, first thing of note is that the company has already completed 3 acquisitions in 2021. And in terms of this current news, they are currently in the process of completing multiple acquisitions in the US and Europe. Having recently provided an update on US acquisition strategy and progress, the company are now going to provide an update in terms of allowing the company to compete on a larger scale with European acquisition that is currently working on. Okay, let's now have a look at the final part of the article to get some clues in terms of details of this acquisition. So they've said here, for the last 6 months, the company has been working on an acquisition of a large-scale manufacturing facility. The managing director, John Paul Blackwell, has announced that in a recent presentation, the company is now in the final stages of completing this acquisition. And it can confirm that a huge partial privatization deal which is being completed in partnership with the government of the country, so the country is unnamed, and And this manufacturing plant acquisition, ILUS is certainly going to be negotiating a very significant government contract. So that is tremendous news for the manufacture of new range firefighting vehicles which meet Euro 6 exhaust gas emissions standards over a period of 5 years. So this is tremendous news, huge catalyst for the stock, and we will now have a look at in terms of how the chart has been moving for this stock. So on the screen here we can see the chart going back to just around about July 2021. So just prior to July 2021 it was trading around 5 cents, and we can see around about the 16th of August, that's when we saw significant volume increase, and from 5 cents it approached the price of around about 10 cents just in early September. So again then it traded sideways to around about the 10th of September, and then quite a significant momentum up, lots of green candles, and around about the 13th of September it achieved a price just in excess of 18-19 cents. And again, close of play on the Friday, we can see the stock was up a very healthy 27.3%, closing at 28 cents. So again, it's an OTC stock, it's a penny stock, it's high risk, we can see the volatility is huge. However, good news is it's going through some bullish momentum here, and I think the long-term potential for this certainly seems promising. Let's now have a look at some key catalysts that were shared in the Discord on the 9th of September 2021, just recently. So on the screen here, just to highlight some key catalysts, we can see here 4 US acquisitions imminent, 2 alone have $10 million plus in revenue. So we've just seen, third bullet point here, European deal almost done. Again, we saw breaking news on the 17th of September that this has just been announced. So the third bullet point here, European deal almost done, astronomical in scale per the CEO. So this was announced as an upcoming catalyst in the Discord, and we can see now is very close. So we will have a 40 million share cancellation to be completed by the end of Q3. We also have on here E-Raptor electric UTV update, the world's first electric 6-wheel UTV. So that's great news. We've just seen confirmation of that on the website. And the other thing I think is of note in terms of these upcoming catalysts is the very last point, which is an aggressive plan to uplist to the Nasdaq by early 2022. However, in my personal opinion, this may be a little bit ambitious, but certainly not beyond the realms of possibility. And if ILUS can get into the Nasdaq early 2022, I think the potential and the future for this stock is certainly very promising. Finally, what I'd like to share with you now is just a very recently released tweet from ILUS International. This was at time of editing, just released 44 minutes ago. And we can see here in terms of the tweet, they have said that we are moving full steam ahead towards our plans. Next week, we will start the series of announcements on the deals we have been working tirelessly on. Very exciting future for ILUS International and the ILUS shareholder family. So one thing I like about this tweet is they are including the shareholders, they are including the investors. So it certainly looks like the management and the board do have the shareholder interest at the forefront of their decision making. And what I also like is the sharing of information and including information that is going to benefit shareholder and shareholder value. So certainly a great company here to add to your watch list. Let's now finish off by looking at a potential price target for this for 12 months. So in my opinion right now, obviously it's trading at close of play on the Friday at 28 cents. I certainly think with the aggressive acquisition of new companies and the growth that they're expected, they're also generating revenue. I certainly would not be surprised in 12 months if this is trading in excess of $1.50. So in terms of an entry for this, again, we've seen lots of volatility. The trend is bullish. It will require a stop loss if you do invest in this. It certainly seems to be in high demand, and it could be a case that you are chasing. So I would certainly look for a pullback. Possibly if you can catch this below 20 cents, that may be a good entry, but it's also one of those stocks that could continue to run away. So certainly one for your watch list, but one also to trade very, very carefully. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.